This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, I'm Sian, the Graduate Support Project Manager at Bangor University, and our programme has been set up to support graduates who've been impacted by the pandemic. And today I'm really delighted to introduce you to Dan from the Graduate Recruitment Bureau. They've been busy developing a platform to also assist graduates in this turbulent job market. So handing over to you, Dan, can you tell us a bit more about the Graduate Mentor and how it can help graduates?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Sian. So I'm delighted to be here to help students and graduates from Bangor University and explain a little bit more about Graduate Mentor and how to use this platform. So a brief intro from me. If you don't know, my name is Dan Hawes, and I'm from an organisation called Graduate Recruitment Bureau. Now we've become the GRB Group. We've pivoted in different directions and we've got lots of different services. But we are regarded as one of the go-to recruitment consultancies for students, graduates, alumni and recruiters all over the UK. And we've been going for almost 25 years. We're based in Brighton on the south coast. We have 50 staff and over 1,800 clients. They cover all sectors, companies you will definitely have heard of, like Post Office, IBM, Unilever and Ocado, but also several fast-growing SMEs. So startups, small to medium enterprises that very often go under the radar for a lot of graduates. So a huge array of different recruiters all looking for graduates. Now, in that time, our recruitment experts have actually been able to successfully match over 8,000 graduates with full-time graduates or executive level jobs. And we are particularly busy at the moment. Things have been tough over the last 12 months. A lot of recruiters, they didn't stop recruiting entirely, but a lot of them did put things on hold. But we're noticing now in Q1, Q2, that things have picked up. Lots of companies are now in hiring mode, which is brilliant. So that's good news for Bangor University graduates who are entering the jobs market this summer.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So needless to say, the headlines in 2020 weren't great in the main for students who were studying. They had to study from home a lot of the time, which was a different experience. And then for those leaving university, a very weakened jobs market, unfortunately. So this is just a handful of some of the headlines we saw. There were some positive elements that we noticed, but it was very, very hard. Companies weren't really in hiring mode. A lot of organizations were in survival mode.
Yes.
And their priorities were very, very different, as I'm sure you were aware as well with your interactions with employers during 2020. So not the greatest of times, but things have certainly picked up in 2021, and predictions are a lot better for graduates entering the jobs market this year. Now, in August 2020, we decided to launch Graduate Mentor. So this was actually an idea that we'd had probably about 5 years ago, but it ended up in the bottom drawer. Priorities changed. And then when the pandemic hit, we decided to launch because we realized how hard it was going to be for graduates, but particularly those from diverse backgrounds, disadvantaged backgrounds and underrepresented groups all over the UK. So we decided to launch Graduate Mentor in August 2020. Very, very quickly, we were able to recruit 200 mentors. Now, we thought that might be quite hard because a lot of our mentors are busy full-time professionals and we're expecting them to volunteer to help students and graduates on the platform. So we were overwhelmed with the response, to be honest, and some very big employers have joined the platform: Facebook, MasterCard, Ordnance Survey, British Army, Coca-Cola, to name but a few. So some really brilliant mentors are now available for you on the platform.
Excellent.
Now, we've been driving lots of students and graduates to the platform, word's getting out, and lots are using the platform to brainstorm ideas about what they're looking for, to brush up their CV, prepare for interview, all sorts of different reasons. So I'd like to use this opportunity to explain step by step how you, from Bangor University, can use this platform. And it's not just for graduate level jobs, it could be if you're applying for internships, placements, part-time jobs, it's all very similar situations. So if I quickly switch over to the website itself.
Great.
There we are.
So the website
now,
is graduatementor.uk.
That's it, thank you. Yep. And if you type in graduate mentoring or mentoring for graduates or anything like that, chances are you will find us, because no one else is at the moment doing anything like this, certainly not for free. So that's the first thing to mention. This is entirely free to use. So we're not going to charge mentees and we're not going to charge mentors. Now, the way we're funding this is by working with organizations who are giving us financial support because they want a more strategic alignment with the platform. So we've already secured our first partner, an organization called SureServe. So they're working with us to drive and build this program for future generations. Excellent. So we're always looking out for other partners who can help out. So if you do hear of any companies who are very interested in mentoring, then do put them our way.
Excellent, we will do.
So here we are. Here's the home page. And as I mentioned before, we have over 200 mentors on the platform. So these are inspiring business leaders, they're senior graduate recruiters, some of them are professional coaches and mentors, others are career counselors or industry experts, or even university alumni from Bangor University in some cases. So they're all there, they're volunteered to help students and graduates to build your network and ultimately launch your career. So how do you do it? The first thing is you click Find a Mentor. Now, Sean, we spoke about the kind of students and graduates at Bangor and the courses that they're studying and the kind of industry sectors they'd like to get into. So we have a broad range here. So you can see most sectors are covered. So we start there with analytical companies, automotive, banking, charities, construction, all the way through to supply chain and logistics. Yeah. Now we are building to these sectors all the time, adding new mentors as we go along. So at the moment you can see all our mentors are divided across all of these sectors. So it just makes you makes it easier for you to make a start. So say you're interested in maybe let's do engineering. So straight away you can see all our engineering mentors. So they put up a picture of themselves, and they'll also put a brief description about their background. So let's have a look at Vince. He's got a nice smiley face.
Excellent.
So Vince is an engineering mentor. He has a portfolio of international business academia, executive search and career coaching. He has 30 years executive global business experience with ExxonMobil, GDF Suez, Nalco, V-Ships and P&G. He has led career guidance at leading independent schools. He's a professor at Nottingham University, supporting students with graduate applications and placements. And he goes on there about how he can help you. So, you know, he's a very experienced individual. If you're interested in getting into engineering, maybe he's the right person to book a session with. Excellent. So how do you do that? Very straightforward. He will make his availability here on this calendar. So say if Thursday is convenient for you, you could click on there. Oh, he's booked on that day. Let's have a look. Here we are. Let's say Friday, 10 till 11 a.m. He's available. You would click continue. And then you would fill in a very short form. Okay, so can you see that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you put in your contact details in here, so your name, your email, the course you're doing or finished, university you're at, Bangor, and then you'd explain here a little bit what you're looking to get from the session. So you might say, I am very interested in starting a career in engineering. What should I put on my CV? So, you know, that's a very common request. You might talk about having interview preparation, or if you're going for an assessment centre, or you might need your LinkedIn profile sharpening up to make it attractive to engineering companies. So whatever it is, put it into that section. And once you've hit confirm, that will then be sent over to Vince. Now, we also have a code of conduct that we get every mentee and every mentor to read, understand, and agree to. So essentially, this just explains what we're expecting mentees and mentors to do on the platform. So, you know, mentors, we want them to share their experience, advice, and guidance in a professional way. And mentees, we want you to use this platform to have connections with mentors and help you with your career. So that's just encapsulates exactly what the platform's about. So we do encourage you to read our code of conduct, and it's within our platform. So have a look at that. Once you have and you agree to that by ticking that box, hit confirm, and then that will be sent through to Vince. The next step, you'll hear from Vince, and he'll say, yes, I can help you with your CV. Let's do this on Zoom, FaceTime, Teams, or whatever platform you prefer. And then you're up and running. So you have your session for an hour. You can then give feedback on Vince and how it went. That'll come through to us. And then you can go and choose another mentor if you like, or you could have rolling sessions with Vince if he's available. He might be able to help you with interviews or assessment centres. So don't be afraid to book more sessions. As I say, we have over 200 mentors on the platform, so have a look around. Go back to the home page, and that will be your starting point once again.
Excellent. Well, it looks like from the homepage as well, there's some really useful resources there in terms of tips and articles on CV optimization and also psychometric testings as well. So yeah, it looks like a really useful and easy platform to use, easy to find. Just Google Graduate Mentor, you'll be brought to the platform. You can find the ideal mentor through the sectors that might be appropriate to the graduate's degree. The booking system looks very, very simple. And, you know, I'm sure, as, you know, certainly myself, having been a graduate, one of the barriers sometimes is all about finding that experience. So to actually have access here to seasoned, skilled professionals in their industry sector is just an incredible resource. And yeah, and well done to you. Hats off to you guys at GRB for pulling such a useful platform together for the graduates.
Good. Well, we're getting some brilliant feedback. We've had so many success stories. It's really heartwarming what we're hearing from one of the very first success stories here. He actually ended up getting 2 job offers.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so that was really good for him.
Excellent. And there's, you know, I noticed there was a history tutor now on a different training program. So again, it's just having insight into what you can do with your degree. You know, sometimes people go to university, complete their degree, but with no particular career in mind. And so again, it's just useful to be able to talk out those opportunities with other people who might have gone down a similar you know, similar path. After over 100 applicants and no job, I needed help. Well, I can imagine there'll be many graduates who can, you know, who can feel that they've had a very similar experience to that graduate there as well. Wonderful.
Yeah,
great.
I mean, it is. We're getting lots of, you know, even if someone doesn't land a job straight away after their first mentoring session, we're getting told that they feel just so much more reassured and confident about making the next step just by talking to someone. Really helps. So we'd strongly encourage you to visit the platform, use the resources that the team at Bangor University Career Service can offer as well. And make those first steps. It's a much better jobs market. It's still quite competitive. There's lots of graduates from last year who are looking for work. So it's definitely worth doing as many things as possible to increase your chances, and hopefully Graduate Mentor will go one step in helping you.
Excellent, yes. And if you are a graduate and you're going to sign up to Graduate Mentor, we would love to hear your feedback as well. So do get in touch with us at careers@bangor.ac.uk, and of course get in touch with Graduate Mentor too to share your success stories. And we look forward to our graduates at Bangor University taking part.
Lovely. I'll just leave my final slide on here, Sian. So
Excellent.
if anyone would like to contact me, there's my Twitter handle. I'm on LinkedIn, as you'd expect. That's my email, and that's my direct line. So if you do have any other questions about Graduate Mentor, how to use it, how you can make the most of it, do contact me. But thank you very much for having me, and all the very best.
Excellent. Thanks ever so much for your time, Dan. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.